Hey guys, Kev5 here, or James, and we are back with a brand new week here in Speed Force Racing, and of course we are here at Brazil for the penultimate round of the championship. Now they are still in the running of doing this, so don't back me up, or don't take my word or anything, but they're still looking to maybe do Japan after Abu Dhabi, or do double points Abu Dhabi. If they haven't told me yet, or the co-commentator today, Mad G. Hello.
Hello, everybody. I'm back yet again.
Yeah, nice to have you with us. Yeah, so they haven't told us, by the way, if we're doing double points next round, or if we're doing a final round in Japan. So we're thinking at the moment we've got 2 more rounds to go. We may have a third one after that. But yeah, as I said, my G's here. So yeah, how are you then?
I'm not doing too bad. It's great here to be yet again starting off the week here for GP4. You cannot do anything better than GP4 because you get some of the most talented up-and-coming drivers around here. Bit shy on drivers, I have noticed that. A few more can actually just jump in. So it's a bit of a shock here, especially at one of the best tracks in the world, bar none, which is here at Interlagos, also known as the Autodromo Jose Carlos Pache. The best, the 2.6 mile track, as another one has just entered the fray. So we do have a couple of reserve drivers here tonight. One of them's just entered now, which is Luke, and another one called Seb should be entering the fray very soon. Bit surprised, no Ferrari guys in tonight. So, especially when they are in the standings, obviously down in 7th place, but let's just move on to those standings actually, because as we know that DCG he tied up the championship a long time ago now, and he's sitting pretty at the top with 269 points. In second, also not here tonight unfortunately, off ill with 140 points, is Racing Podge. The man who can take that second place is racing tonight, and that is Badger with 141. Ghost Can we know will not be racing for the end of the season in 4th with 122. Crow Oliver with 116 in 5th. James Killer.
Oh.
Fingers crossed his internet can hold tonight there with 109 points. JD Savo in 7th place with a flat 100. So 2nd place is still up for grabs for quite a fair few drivers. In 8th place we have Alco. 9th is Xander on 96. 10th is Barumi with 95. And then you have the following 10, which is Energy Dan with 92. 12th place is Sensei Martins with 55, 41 for Cod Oliver, Sonic Hawk with 30, 15th is Shadow Britain with 25, 16th Biddle with 20, Lose in 17th with 12, Hybrid B with 4 and 18th, DB in 19th with 2, and finally, after an action-packed USA Grand Prix, James Hook finally with 1 point. As we go to the constructors, it's pretty much tied for Racing Points at this present moment in time with 385 points. In 2nd place is Red Bull with 255, Alpha with 243, Renault with 215, Haas on 201, Toro Rosso with 159, 7th place Ferrari with 153, 8th place is McLaren with 119, Mercedes with 72, and last but not least is Williams with 55 points. And yes, Vettel has arrived.
He has. Thank
you, Senna. Thank you.
And thank you for that. Luke and Energy Dan, if you are listening in chat, please do choose a car because we are ready to go. So if you could choose a car, that would be great. So yeah, just to give you a quick update on the comments, Billy says, hope good rating tonight. Do you think rain will be in race? If so, going to spice it up.
Rain. Do you know what? I think a bit of rain in Interlagos is going to spice it up because tyres is going to be a big thing around here because they eat up tyres so quickly because you can't really warm up during the race because there's just nowhere to warm them up. So if anyone jumps onto the hards, they're going to have one very long race. Rain around here, that'll make it a hell of a lot of fun. It would make it so much fun.
It would. Yeah, I don't know why we're all unreadied up.
We will be starting soon, guys. As Senator say, leave the rain out of here, please. I can't help that. If it rains, it rains. It rains.
Ah, there we go. DCG says, guys, don't ready up yet. Not all cars are chosen. And James Hook says, sorry, DC. So James Hook must have disconnected. But no,
possibly, but he's
here.
still he's still here.
So somebody must have disconnected there.
Yeah, so. We will start eventually, so don't worry. We are going to get this up and running before too long. So this is basically the penultimate round here of Season 5 in GP4. Yeah. And you're right in saying the reason why we're thinking of double points in Abu Dhabi is because if we extended it for another week to do the Japanese Grand Prix, you're looking into Christmas time and a lot of people are going to be extremely busy, and the last thing you want to do is a final race with half a dozen people.
Yeah.
This is the reason for double points, just to make up for that, which can make it a bit interesting. Some people don't like it because it reminds me of a couple of years ago. We're not doing it for that reason. It's just because with Christmas coming up, it might not be possible to do the Japanese Grand Prix. That is why.
Yeah, so that's what's going to happen. But just to say as well, I am going to tell you this now, so get everyone writing this down. So if you're a GP, any admin for this league, listen up now, because the league that I'm in have done this as well. The week starting Saturday, the 11th of January, is the week that you need to start your league at the latest. Okay. If I know Fair League, my league that I'm in called Fair League, are going to start that week. Speed Force Racing. If we start that week, we will get the full 21 rounds in before the new game comes out. And if we start any later, then you won't get the full 21 rounds in, apparently. So there you go.
Well, I'm sure we'll have a good old chat about in regards to getting it all set up before too long.
That's for next season.
We'll have a few weeks. We'll have a few weeks on the off season anyway to sort all that out. Now we are heading to qualifying. Now this is going to be, I think, just the best bit. Qualifying round here is just utter madness.
Yeah.
Because it's fast. The flowing corners, especially when you come out the S's for the first and second corner into the third one, down the back straight. And then going back uphill for the tight twisty section at the end. The original circuit to Brazil was a lot longer because they used to double back on themselves. It is dry. There's no rain. We have no rain.
Yeah, that's good then, with no rain, everybody. Just to say as well, I'm just going to ask you, what do you think qualifying times will be? Because I know people are saying 1.8s, 1.9s. I don't know.
That's going to be the most respectable time. Is going to be 108s, 109s. Especially the guys at the front are going to be, I say, mid 108s at least. I can't see anything over than a 110. Someone's coming out, and as always,
it's Shadow.
It's Shadow Britain. Can always guarantee this guy to come out first. He's going straight forward, straight away. He's not hanging back. He's going straight out for the softs. So he wants to get a fast time in straight away. As I look at the back of his rear wing, there we go. Right, he's going to head up the hill, and I think this is the most fun part. Can you go flat out or not? He dropped down a couple of gears there. And the tight, twisty sections, you have to keep your tyres alive for round here as you sweep down that left-hander, back up the hill again. This is why I love this course. It's all up and down. It's all corners everywhere. It's brilliant. So the majority of everyone's come out on the softs. Sensei Martins has come out on mediums, and James Killett is going to have a blast on the hards.
I think it'll be good for James going hard. But in race pace, if James does in the top 10, I don't think that's good for race pace, but I have to see.
It will be difficult when it comes to the hard tyres themselves, because you have to try and make them work around this course. Now with all these corners being fast and flowing, there's not many heavy braking areas, so trying to get heat into those tyres to make them work will be very, very hard. I mean, if it was me, I would be trying to do a couple of stints on mediums, then going into hards. But it all depends what the strategy is going to be with everyone here.
Yeah.
So we just don't know at the moment.
Yeah, Laser Lord says mediums to soft start or softs to mediums, I think. And then he puts, I think a pole will be a 186. So
a 186. Well, we shall soon find out. The Lord of Lasers, as I like to call him. I'm still on board with Shadow as he's coming up to basically come to the end of his lap now. He's come to the fast sweeping area where the controversial Hamilton passes the Toyota moment.
It's Glock.
Well, it's not this time because it's Tom. Shadowbrain coming over the line and he clocks in a 1 minute 10.4.
That's a banker lap.
1:10.4. That was a banker lap. I think it goes a lot faster than that. As Sensei goes 1:10.0.
Oh.
And Energy Dan's out straight away.
That must be the sector 2 yellow flags there.
I'm not sure. Broomy goes fastest with the 1:09.8.
Into the wall goes Badger. I was on board just as he spins it into the wall. If you go to on board Badger now, you'll see him in the wall.
Oh, wow. That was a big crash. That was huge. I was on board with DB. Con Oliver was right behind him to get the slipstream, got a faster lap, and it looked as if DB just cut straight across him and put him into the wall. That was immense. Just have a look at that, what happened on that one. If anyone can actually rewind that back and just watch the replay, especially on what I was watching, that was incredible. I just saw them both coming over the line, and that was it. DB just cut straight across Cod Oliver, and Cod Oliver's car was just launched off the wall, and both of them are out.
Yeah, if you wanted to know, we were watching Badger. I was watching Badger, so that's what the stream could see. And then you said, "Oh, the car's done." So I went to DB's car, and he was just pulling away. So we missed it. Sorry on that one.
James Killer with a decent lap there with a 1:10.4. They're quite low lap times here at the moment. Savo on pole at the moment with a 1:09.3. So for what Laser Lord was saying, the mid 108s, these guys have got to pull something out of the bag here. James Hook with a 1:12.9. 13.5 for Sonic Hawk. Ooh, I wonder if anyone can actually pull something out of the bag here. As we do know that Energy Now will be starting from the back of the grid. Unfortunately, I missed out another yellow flag there in sector 2. Most of the guys that are slowing down from there in the lap.
Let's have a look. Luke's doing alright up in 5th. Not bad.
Yeah, that's not too bad from the debutant tonight. Unfortunately, I did miss his lap. But he jumps into the pits now. He's running the same number as Bittle, so that's going to be interesting. They're both got number 14 on the car. That's not going to make it confusing whatsoever. So Bittle and Luke are both running the number 14 Ferrari. We'll do our best to see which one's which. Just hope they don't fight each other, because then it will get extremely confusing. Now, who's on the lap at the moment? James Killer's just coming into the pits. Shadow Britain again with a strange tactic of always running long on these soft tyres. He's done 3 laps on those softs. They're well and truly gone. Shadow Britain just best off just coming in, get a new set on it and crack on. Sonic Hawk running slowly in the middle part of the sector on those hards. I'm sure he'll come in soon. James Hook, is he going for another timed lap here? No, he's 4 seconds off his time at the moment. Xander's just come out of the pits. Bittle, the other number 14 Ferrari. We're just coming through this last sector already. I love this bit. The fast flowing just chain of corners down to left hand side. Makes the run into here brilliant. And he bumps into 6th place.
Xander now on his lap, but I think he's just gone off. He's gone off, and he may have invalidated his lap there, Xander. So yeah, he has
slowed down quite a lot. Yeah, he's pulled over to the left hand side, and he's let DCG go through. There's a person we need to watch, DCG, who
Here we come.
Didn't have the best race, to be honest, in USA. To be fair, so let's see what the GP4 champion can actually do here.
Yeah, Billy says I think a 1:91 fastest lap.
Well, if DCG is thinking of DCG is going to smash that.
A 198.
He doesn't. 198. Wow.
Wow. I'm not quick around here. I'll just be honest with you on this one. I'm like a 111 around here, so.
Well, I've done no practice whatsoever around here at all, so
yeah.
I have no idea what I'm going to be like. Let's see what else is out. Broomy, he's on a fast lap at the moment. He's just come around the first corner. I think that's going to be the reason for yellow flags in sector 1 and 2. It's going to be for the reason because DCG is slowing down.
Here goes Badger then. As he heads up the hill to the braking zone. Into the braking zone he goes, and now.
Oh, he's very wide out of that corner there. That's not what he wanted.
He's coming quicker though. Still going quick, so I don't know if it's going to be a good lap or not. It's going to be a...
No, it's not.
111.5, but it's invalidated because of that.
Oh, yes, yes. I wonder where this guy's invalidated. It's got to be on this first point here. There's two S's here. The first, second, and it's mainly got to be that second corner. That people are just trying to find the smallest inch and try and drag it over, and that's got to be why they're invalidating it.
Here comes Xander to the line. A 112.4, but invalidates his lap again.
That's the problem with it. That's the problem with this track. That start of the course. The first corner, yes, you can just obviously just float it nicely into the left, but it's that right-hander. If you take it too much, you're going to invalidate. If you don't take enough, you'll invalidate it on the for the following left-hander. So you have to get it absolutely bang on as Jay Hobson joins the fray. Must be a late arrival to just to get in and reserve for someone. Obviously, if he does race, then obviously he will be at the back of the pack.
Again, Badger invalidates. That is 2 laps.
So is Xander as well. So these two guys must be trying to push so hard.
Xander, this lap might count. I hope it does. Because
he's only got 3% left of that battery left. 2, 1. He's going to have nothing left at all. Oh, no, he's giving up. So he must be thinking he's going to put a set of softs on and actually just plant it round. James Killer's on the lap at the moment.
So is
Badger going through sector 2.
Yeah, let's head to James Killer. I'm now on board with him. So, yep.
Sector 2, so a lot of trying to. Well, James Killer's actually 2/10 up on his own time, and he's on those mediums. So he's had the run with the hards. Now he's having the run with the mediums. The things with the mediums, you have to really, really warm them up. Oh God, he's close to that wall. And he goes second, 109.4. That is absolutely incredible lap, especially on the set of mediums. If he actually jumps in now and puts on those softs, that's got to be a sub 108. That's got to be a sub 109 now.
Here comes Badger then to the line. Nope, he's coming into the pits, but he hasn't even set a lap yet.
I think he's thought to himself, right, he wants to start on the mediums. Badger wants to start on the mediums. Now if he's running a harder compound setup for qualifying, all he's got left is 2 sets of softs and 1 set of hards. So he's got no choice but to literally floor it.
Hybrid B's now starting a lap, so he just started a lap. But we have Sensei Martins on a lap. Of course, Senna on a lap. Is he? Oh, he's behind him. Okay, he's behind him on the road. But
yeah,
coming.
Barumi's...
Sorry.
I'm trying to think who's behind who. Is Barumi behind Senna? Barumi is behind Senna, so Barumi's going to have some sort of a slow, already small slipstream here.
Yeah, Badger. High grade B's the first one, then on the next lap, he goes a little bit wide there, touches the grass a tiny bit. But other than that, I think he's doing alright in this one.
He's not doing too bad. He's not doing too bad at all. He's slowly starting to develop, especially how he drives as well. As he likes to just drive with no assists on, so he's still learning, still developing. It's gonna come to some point and it will click, and he will be extremely fast. So just keep watching his development as we go forward. JD Savo's coming in to finish off his lap. Let's see if he can beat his 109.3. It's going to be good. There's your sub 109s. It's in.
108.9.
So we are 3/10 off. What Laser Lord was saying was 108.6. That is absolutely fantastic time at 108.9. Shadow of Britain's actually split 2 Ferraris apart as well. They're in 8th place.
Oh, off goes Bittle.
He must be getting. Yeah, I think he's just getting out of the way of someone because he's done a lap on those tyres already. So.
No, look, just look. If you want to go to that, look, just look where he is on the road, though.
What?
He's right. Oh,
Whoa!
so. Oh, that was the Williams. I don't know who that was.
I know that
Shadow
was. I'm not sure what Bittle's doing.
No, it wasn't Shadow. It was James Hook.
Well, yes, because what was Bittle doing out there in the first place?
I have no idea.
Oh, is he going to go in the pits normally? Yes, he does. The only reason why I said that is just because of USA last week.
Oh yeah.
So as Billy said, he thought it was going to be a 109.1. Well, obviously that's now gone. But that, I mean, a 108.9. That's half a second faster than James Killer, who set that 109.4 on a set of mediums. And
he's back out on the same mediums.
I was just about to say that he's come back out on the same tyres. He hasn't changed his tyres.
He's coming in.
But, yeah, I just think he obviously is going to be coming in now, isn't he? I mean, DCG pops himself into second place with a 109.3. And Savo's got this all day long. Savo's extremely quick. Xander has finally set a lap time, if not a 1 minute 27.8.
Here comes Luke then to the line and across here. A 110.02, that's 0.267 quicker than his last lap and puts him from 6th up to 5th. There it does.
He's in 5th place. That's incredible. That is me. He split the 2 Renaults of Brumi and Sensei Martins. DCG, who did 2 laps on those softs, is now going to roll into the pits because he's run out of fuel.
This is a good lap here. This is from Xander. He's 17 seconds. I know it should be 17 seconds quicker than his 127. That's showing you how quick this is going to be. Here he goes then across the line. A 196.
It's 4th place. So some of these guys have to be thinking: have they got any more softs left? Can they do it, or is it over and done with? Because Badger is currently out at the moment. High Grade is out at the moment. And so is Barumi is also out at the moment. So there's 3 cars out on track. No one is on a lap as yet. Shadow's done 3 laps on the softs. James Hook's done 2. So is Xander, and of course Luke with a lap on those as well. Luke actually went round for another one maybe, to be surprised. It's just because at qualifying pace, you all know softs only last a lap.
Yep. I think James Killer, is coming out now on the softs. Yeah, it's him. Yep, James Killer now heading out on the soft, so he will get this lap in. Only get it in good time to spare. So.
Oh, yeah, loads of time to spare. I'm trying to see who's first on the road. It's actually Badger first on the road with 2 minutes to go. He literally does need to set a time.
Oh, somebody's off in sector 1, but that could just be James letting some cars pass. No, it's Luke letting some cars pass there.
Oh, Ferrate going on off the grass is not ideal. It really puts people off as Luke was getting out of the way of Badger there. He was going on the grass to do it. It is difficult, especially in these areas. If it was me, I'd just put my foot down. But that's just me. I just speed up so I can find somewhere safe to get out of the way.
Well, here comes Badger into the line. What's this going to be?
It needs to be some. There you go, a 109.9.
But he's got another lap now.
6th place. But he's taking the best out of those tyres. Whether or not he can is another thing altogether. Luke's in the pits, so I don't see much of him. Sensei's on a lap as well, so I'm going to follow Sensei because this is the most surprising package, is Senna. And that win he had in Mexico has really turned things around for him, because he was always in the middle of the pack, and that race turned it around. Unfortunately, yes, he didn't finish in the States, unfortunately, as he wasn't able to. He basically just got disconnected, but he was really revved up about it. He was really excited about it. So hopefully he can bring that excitement back for this one, and keep on a pure domination of the Americas. With him down in 8th at the moment, he really has to pull something out the bag here.
Yeah.
Good evening, Yoram.
Yeah, Badger. Sorry.
Our GP2 champion has joined us in the chat as well. Good evening, Yoram. I hope you're doing well, and congratulations on being a GP2 champion.
Yeah, Badger's tyres have gone, by the way, as here he comes into the line. Is this going to be quick from Sensei? A 190. What a lap. He comes across with 1 second to go, so he gets another lap in now if he wants it.
He won't need to. He's done enough.
Oh, James Killer.
James Killer does 108.7. Savo did not get over the line in time. Savo did not get over the line.
Yeah, that's what James does. That's what James does, as I say. He's the first half of the season, it was between James and Podge, and it was like everyone thought, oh, okay, James and Podge are going to be the two who storm away with the championship. They were doing until DC. I think it was round 5 or 6, and then DCG just came back into the championship and just won a few and did really well, and then won the championship. So you've got to look out for James. I'll say that.
That was awesome. Now, I feel sorry for the likes of Sonic Hawk and JD Savo. They came out of the pits, but they didn't get over the line in time.
Yeah, last car to do a lap is Badger then. What's he going to do? He's going to pit, I think. Yes, he is.
So, I mean, it's all finished now. So I think everyone's going to come into the pits. So there is your 16 drivers. Your first is James Kelly with a fantastic pole with a 108.7. Second is Savo. Third is Senna. That's fantastic considering the bad luck he had in USA. DCG in 4th. Xander in 5th. Brumi in 6th. Badger in 7th. Dobbyton's Luke there in 8th place. Cod Oliver, he could have done more in 9th, but unfortunately that big shunt that he had at DB. Shadow Britain in 10th. Bittle in 11th. DB 12th. James Hawk 13th. Sonic Hawk 14th. High Grade 15th. And unfortunately Energy Dan at the back of the grid in 16th. We should have a 17th driver in Jay Hobson hoping to join us on the grid as well.
Yes, we will. Just before we do get the thing kicking in, do we have any penalties? No, we don't. Okay. I was just checking if I had any penalties come through that we didn't read that were like one grid place penalties, but we don't, so there we go. Well, fine.
So this is going to be fun now.
So as
this is going to be one action-packed race.
Yeah, as you said, James, then JD Savo, then Sensei Martin. Just to tell you, from 1st to 6th is 0.968 of a second. That is unbelievable. And the whole field, by the way, the whole 15 drivers who did laps are separated by 3 seconds.
Now, I've noticed one thing. The only person that's going to have a disadvantage from where they're starting is Shadow Britain. Starting 10th on a set of softs, which has done about 4 to 5 laps on already.
Yeah.
He is going to have a massive disadvantage because his tyres are going to go off extremely quickly. Because he's pretty much used them up already.
What are we going to get though? Let's have a look. As we head into the race, are we going to see any bit of rain, or is it going to be just pure sunshine and that, or is this game just... it's sunny, there we go.
It's sunny, and Jay Hobson in the UK has joined the back of the grid as a late fill-in. Sorry, if I had to ask you the question, what would you think for from 11th to 17th, what would you think their tyres would be? Do you think they will go for softs, or do you think a few will go for medium and hards to do a longer stint to beat the guys in the top 10, or...? If you're good on the tyres, you can go to the mediums. Again, if you know how to warm them up and drive hard, then yes, go in the hards. But it's a difficult choice to make whether or not you go for the mediums or the hards. The hards will last pretty much near enough the entire race, but it's difficult to get them warmed up. It's extremely difficult. So I don't know. I really don't know. But we know the top 10 are all going to be on the soft tyres.
Just to say, Sonic Hawk is the only driver not on softs in this one. He's gone for the hards. Everyone else in the whole field go for softs.
Well, I find that quite surprising. So everyone's just going to blast it. So Sonic Hawk is thinking of an extremely, very long game.
Or does people know that there's a different weather coming in, like maybe really cloudy, so the track temperature goes down, and soft's the best option for now, or it rains?
I don't know. These guys need to let us know, but they've not said anything at all. As in chat, Laserlord, Yoram, and Daniel Horsefall are all having a bit of fun with each other because they all want to go faster than each other. Anyway, back to this race. Softs.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what
I'm not sure. This is just going to be a very interesting race. Something has to be going on in regards to the weather. I don't know what it is. It's going to be fun. As everyone, like I said, everyone on the softs. James Killer needs to slow down a little bit. He does realise that he's on a parade lap and not a standard lap because he pulled out only 5 seconds over Savo. So he needs to settle down a little bit here and, slow it right up. But he's gone into auto mode now, so unfortunately, James Killer has got a massive disadvantage. I don't know if that was done on purpose. He just drifted off, or did Savo back everyone up?
I'm going to say to everyone who's watching, people ones to watch today will be, of course, DCG's, Sensei Martins, and near the back of the field, Energy Dan, and maybe Jay Hobson as well. Just watch them too, because we saw them in Mexico do an absolute brilliant race. And USA was not that bad, but we hope to do that as well, to see them go. So just to say, it's 3rd, 4th, and 16th, 17th to watch out for. We're about to go to green, everybody.
We're about to go green, and they've got to look uphill with this start as well.
Are we? Yeah, here we go then.
And
the lights are on.
2, 3, 4, 5 lights. The hold in, and away we go.
I'll look further down the field.
Bit of a slow start from James Killer. As here comes JD Savo down on the inside of him. It's that first corner again.
Oh,
God, there was a massive crash behind there.
Carnage! Bittle, Badger, everyone's off. It's Ambrumi.
Goodness gracious, who else is down there? High Grade's down there as well.
Bittle, Zanza, Brumi, and High Grade and High Grade B were the ones who crashed out. Everyone else got away nicely.
Goodness gracious, that's all you want. That this has actually benefited. I mean, Hobson up into 10th. Oh no, James. And so's High Grade as well. Where there's two dropped away from. High Grade and James Hook both out.
They're into the wall goes James there. I don't know if High Grade... No, I think High Grade just retired because of what happened there.
The High Grade's in the middle of the track.
Oh no, I think they've done it again.
That's unfortunate with James Hook, considering he got that point in the USA. My looks, I don't know. We haven't seen it. I haven't seen it. I'm still at the front here. As Sensei is attacking DCG for 3rd place.
But what a race from Jay Hobson, sorry. 1 lap and he's up to 8th.
Oh, he's almost as good as what I did in last week in USA. I went from 16th to 6th in 2 laps. Don't ask me how. But that was a fun race. Yellow flags in sector 2 and 3. Is that for DB?
Yeah. It was.
I say Luke. No, Luke's gone in the pits. Luke's gone in early, so he must have had a bit of damage. So Luke's thinking all the way to the end as Bill picks up a 5-second time penalty. So, so we have the likes of Luke, Xander, Bill, and DB all going into the pits as Bittle goes on to mediums. So it'll be interesting to see how long they last. But Savo is slowly starting to pull away from James Killer at the front there, nearly a second in front. As DCG and Sensei, they're all quite close, and there's a bit of a gap then to Carl Oliver, who's got Energy Dan right behind him. Well, you thought Hobson did well. Energy Dan's in 6th. Oh, Dan cuts the corner there for some unknown reason.
I'm just looking at I'm just looking to see what the cars are doing here. If you're wondering, guys, why I'm moving down the field a bit, it's because I'm trying to find a car that's really close to another car. And basically why I'm doing this, as DRS is now enabled, is because we may have ghosting off, which we may have ghosting on, which means you can go through cars. So I'm just checking, on the first lap it looked like you could go through cars, and that might just be the first lap, but I don't know.
Well, I'm following Sensei now. Is literally right behind DCG. He's doing extremely well. Is Sensei at the moment? He's only he's only 2/10 behind. It's the closest battle on track at the moment, apart from Hobson and Sonic Hawk, which is that'll be quite an interesting one to keep on. I want to see what happens here if Senate does any ghosting through, which I hopefully does not happen. I think the ghosting only happens when you crash. Hopefully. DCG just gets one hell of a great run in that last sector, coming up that last tight corner. So Badger's been in the pits as well. He's just coming. He's now gone onto hards.
James Hook says caught too much curb, and that was it.
It happens with this track. It happens especially down to that double left-hander before you go back up the hill. If you get it wrong, it's game over. The James Killer is starting to make a bit of inroads. Oh, 5-second penalty for DB for cutting corners. James Killer's starting to catch JD Sava at the front, so there's two fights going on. The one is for first place between Savo and James Killer at the moment. There's only half a second between them, and then the second fight we have further down is DCG against Sensei, with again half a second between them. And not only that, there's a third fight.
Bittle's
out the race.
What happened there?
We have a virtual safety car.
Oh, it's there. Oh, just before the pit lane.
Now I'm on my screen. I do see a shadowing, but this is the reason, because DB is now going to be lapped.
Yeah, that is the.
That's the only reason for the shadowing, is because DB is being lapped. That is allowed.
Let me just check as we're going green now. So let me just check here. Sensei Martins is right on the back of DB. Then this may be the one that Sensei Martins needs to get past as he goes for it. If they do touch, then we'll find out if it is ghosting or not. No, it's not ghosting because they both touch wheels. There we go.
We'll get this though. DCG and Sensei Martins having a right out scrap going up the hill into the tight, twisty section. They got to keep. Oh, they do have a little bit of a touch. They're literally going side by side all the way through. Sensei's got through. DB's ghost car might just put a few of them off a little bit there.
Shadow Britain, sorry, just got past James J. Hobson.
Shadow Britain's having actually quite a good race here. He's doing himself some good favours, as he was quite disappointed in the last one, but he's doing pretty well here today. As Sensei now has that third place from DCG. The question is, can DCG fight it back? As we go up into the hill.
As Jay Hobson gets straight back through though on one of the S's, it gets done on the little straight before the S, before you go up that hill bit, and he's straight back through. Just to say, if you are writing down penalties today, are you or not?
No, I aren't doing anything like that. I'm too interested in the action. The penalties come thick and fast. To tell you what, you need to get back at the front. DCG and Sensei having one hell of a fight as DC does get back into third place, but Sensei are getting it with the DRS down the back end straight. Not only that, but JD, Savo and James Killer have just got a closer fight as well.
They have, indeed.
This is fun.
Yeah. I'll be enjoying this next year. I will.
So you're racing next year yourself, aren't you? You're going to be in GP4 yourself?
Yes, what I mean. It'll be fun for me to do this, not commentate. Well, yeah, I will. We'll get the complications right, guys. So we may do a video before next season, just explaining the whole stuff about next season. We might. I have no idea if we're going to do it, or if we're just going to do GP4 first race and have like a first 10, we come on a bit earlier and just talk about every rule that's happening next season. So we might do that. I don't know. Don't ask me. I don't know what we're doing. I'm not official here, so. But yeah,
it will become clear before too long, though, and it's plenty of times to go yet.
As you say, James Killer going nearly side by side there. That nearly allowed it. If you want to keep going with James Killer's battle, because they're about to go DRS down this next straight.
I'm on the back straight with him now. James Killer's a bit too far back to really attack anything. He's got to break that little bit later through every single corner to just try and gain a little bit more extra time. It all depends how much longer these softs on. DB has finally retired from the race. He was a lap behind. So that would have been the reason why.
Side by side they go.
Shadow's starting to drop back a little bit now as Sonic goes into 8th place.
Shadow's
out. Shadow's gone. Shadow's gone.
I'll tell you what happened, because we saw it. Sonic side by side with Shadow. Shadow going for the inside. I think Sonic went back to the inside as you do after the corner, right? And he just tapped Shadow a little bit and he hit him into the wall. That's all. As we now see Shadow's car not on the wall, on the inside of the circuit there.
Yeah, there he is. That's the second Williams to be in that same place as James Hook was also in the same area. So that's both Williamses out. And believe it or not, this will stop Shadow Britain's run of points scoring positions. I think he scored points in the last 6 races, 7 races or so.
I think so.
So now we're left to 12. It's a bit unfortunate we are down to 12 at the moment because there's been some great battles so far. But if you look here, first to seventh are all on softs.
Sorry about me just squealing a little bit there. It's sorry to interrupt you, but James Killer, because you just tapped JD Savo. JD Savo gets back going now, and James is now away with him as well. But James into the corner where Lewis Hamilton hit out Albon. He crashed into him and nearly made him go sideways. So.
That was an eventful race itself.
Yeah.
That drag race between Hamilton and between Hamilton and Albon down that back. No, it wasn't Albon, was it? No, Gasly.
Yeah, Gasly.
That was a hell of a drag race. James Kidder's going to try and dive. He had a look. He did have a look, but how much longer are these guys going to go last on the here? Because I just don't know. How long can these softs go for? Can they go for 10 laps on these things? As you see there in the background, DCG and Senna still at it again. So there's 2 massive fights going on. One for the lead and one for third. As Energy Dan has pulled away from Cod Oliver. He's now 3 seconds clear. But to be honest, I think DCG is holding Senna up, because I think Senna is actually quick around here, because I've just noticed that DCG is now 6 seconds behind James Killer, and I just think Senna could close that gap if he's able to get past.
Billy says I think 9 to 11 laps on softs.
9 to 11 laps on softs. We'll soon find out. If it is one of the favoured one-stoppers again.
Yeah, I'm just thinking. I don't really know what happened, because I do believe Sonic was on the outside, and as you do in the corner situation, so off this straight that JD Savo and James are on, you go into next corner, then you go straight back to the inside. So you go back in. It's like what F1 cars do. They go into the corner, then out. And then they come back in, and as he was coming back in, just inside of him, inside the car was Shadow Britain. It just tapped him off, so it's 50-50 I would say on that one, but he might get a penalty at the end of this one.
I mean it all depends how well he can take these corners, because you know, some of them can actually just go literally next to each other all the way around the course, which is not exactly easy to do, but it can be done. I did it with JB back in the last race in the USA, and I can tell you right now, it's not easy at all. Energy Dan is actually starting to make up some time against DCG and Sensei. He's only 2.5 seconds behind. I think DCG's starting to struggle on these sides, you know. He's losing a massive amount of time to James Killer in front. And he's 7 seconds behind. He's lost nearly about 1.5 seconds in one lap alone.
Yeah, but James, if you look at that, is now 1.2 seconds behind, so he's he's falling behind. But
I think maybe he's just I think the reason why James Killer just fell has lost just about half a second. I think he must just ran a little bit wide and lost it.
It's Sensei Martins though who's really trying. I think I personally, if I was him, it's annoying to be behind DCG, but
he's doing really well. He's kept a steady pace behind him. This is why I think Senna could actually pull away from DCG.
Yeah.
But DCG's managing it so well, he's not been allowed to pass, which of course is bringing Energy Dan into play. But when Energy Dan starts to close in on these two also pick up the pace as well. That's what I've been noticing throughout this race. These are your top four all day long. Sava having a fantastic, cracking start to start with. To get away to jump James Killer as well. James has been trying to fight him back for the last 11 laps. We are now on lap 11.
JD, DCG there went a bit.
He left the door open for him.
And here we go.
Can to get him down the back straight. Can he do him now? This is his chance. DCG covers the inside. Is he going to do the cutback? Oh no, he can't. He stays behind him. He can't really try to pick. Can he? He's going for. Ooh, he had a look. He had a look and thought better of it. You can't take it up there. It's too dangerous. Even though these two are fighting, they're still pulling away from Energy Dan. The question is, when are these pit stops going to happen? Who's going to be the first to blink?
If I was them now, I would stake out for a couple more laps, I think, personally. Maybe till like 12, 13, 14, and then come in and go for the hards till the end.
I don't know, I think the softs the mediums can last at least 20 laps here by the way these going. But we're looking at the fastest lap so far, JD Sava, who does have it 1:12.0. The top 6 are all in the 1:12 with their fastest laps. There's only 7/10 from the fastest lap to Cod Oliver in let's say like a DCG Sensei, and Cod Oliver ordered 1:12.7s as the fastest. Energy Dan with a 1:12.4, and of course James Kelly with a 1:12.2. So the top 6 are all lapping in around the same speed. Weirdly enough, with Sonic Hawk in 8th, he's actually got the slowest lap, the 1:14.0, but is in 8th place on those hards. The hards will last the entire race, but I don't think it's going to benefit them at all. I don't think any of these hard runners are going to be at front. That's just my own opinion. I could be completely wrong.
Yeah, just to tell you, last is now heading past the pit entrance as the leader is about 5 or 6 seconds behind last. That's just
yeah, you can just see Xander at the top of the hill. So he's about a minute and 7 seconds behind. So he's going to be lapped very shortly.
Yeah.
But then there is a massive gap then between him and Badger, 10 seconds to be exact. That's the thing about the hard runners. So Cod Oliver is the first to blink then.
What's he going on to? Let's have a look. The hards. No, it's not. It's a medium.
Yeah, it's the hards. He's on the hards. He is on the hards. So maybe as the yellow flag in sector 2. I'm not sure who that was.
Oh, that was Energy Dan just going on the grass a little bit and comes back on now. So there he is.
So for them to go onto the hards, it must have been set up then as a 2-stop.
James is coming in. James Killer's in. P2's in. We'll check what he's going on to.
What's James going to go on to now? We'll just follow him into the pits. He does slow it down in time. Well done, James. He slows it down. It's not the easiest pit lane to slow down. As he jumps in and he goes on to... He's going on to hards as well.
But these all... I don't know, if he's gone for a softer compound today, they will be the only hards he used. If he went for a balanced, they'll be the only hards he's got, and these will be maybe the qualifying hards.
No, they look too fresh to be the
But
qualifying hards.
you never know. If he went harders, then he got 2 hard tyres, so this will be his first batch anyway. Sensei still right on the back of DCG. I'm surprised he's not passed.
Oh, hang on. No, Energy Dan's out. Energy Dan's gone. Energy Dan is out.
Where was it? Let's have a look. The same bit of circuit. The same bit as everyone else. Oh my goodness.
I just clicked in and I just saw him smash into the front of the corner.
Oh, wow.
How is that catching everyone out? That's 3 cars that would have been in that area now. And we are down to 11.
Yep, just to tell you, Xander has now officially been lapped.
So someone's come in the chat, SBG not happy at all. Race fair and square, and that is how I get repaid. Don't know who SBG is. What a race. I'm just trying to, I mean, the guys on the softs are still going. Savo with an 11-second lead over DCG. Sensei Martin's right behind him. Hobson up into 5th place. But he's going to have to come into the pit soon because he's on 15 lap old softs. He's not going to make up 12 seconds on James Killer. JD Savo should come out just ahead of James Killer, but I think James Killer's got the jump. The undercut is extremely powerful around this track.
In comes JD Savo. What's he going on to? Let's have a look. He's going on to the mediums. We have a different strategy for the leader. So leader onto mediums as Sensei and DCG stay out.
I say with 19 laps to go, it makes sense.
Yeah, you can do 20 laps on the mediums with no question. Hards are 30 laps. Hards are like 26, I would say. So you're fine with that. But James is right behind him now. James is closing on him, as we say.
Yeah, but the thing is, Savo's got the Xander gets the 3-second time penalty. Savo's now got the advantage because he's on those mediums. He has the advantage. He's on the faster tyre. I think Savo's made the correct choice. I think he really, really has.
Yeah, maybe.
It all depends what likes of Hobson, DCG and Sensei do as well. But for the rest of the guys that are currently on hard, like Sonic Hawk, Luke, Rumi, Badger, Xander, they are all... Well, some of them have actually already done a stop already, so some of them can actually go for the end of the race, but whether they're going to make anything from it, I don't know. Sensei getting extremely track happy there.
Here comes DCG into the pits. What's he going to get onto this time? As there goes JD Savo past him. He's onto the mediums as well. Oh no, he's going onto the mediums.
He's on the mediums. He's definitely on the mediums.
Yeah, because that glitch for me, it went on to hards, then softs, then on back onto mediums. So he must have changed it. I don't know.
Lovely Cody's glitch. We just love it.
Jay Hobson's come in, and yes, if you didn't know the news, guys, it came out like 3 weeks ago. Codemasters have bought Project Cars, so they're now the game designers of Project Cars. As he goes on to the mediums as well, Jay Hobson.
I think your two losers here are going to be Cod Oliver and James Killers. They both went on to the hards. Maybe they didn't trust the mediums, or had no mediums.
I don't know. Do you think James used all his mediums up in qualifying and then...
Well, he did go into the same set twice, which I found quite strange.
Yeah.
But you'd always keep yourself a set anyway. I mean, I always run a harder setup when I do my qualifying, so I have 2 sets of softs, a set of hard and a set of mediums for the race. But I've always got a set of hards and mediums for that race, so I don't lose out.
Somebody's called...
JD Salvo just smashed in the fastest lap of the race there with 1 minute 12. Oh, Sensei's been held up. He's had to change his front wing.
Daniel in the chat says Savo was rapid, softs to mediums in practice. But it'd be nice to talk to Savo again because he hasn't really had many wins. He's only had one win, I think, this year, and was so close to get a win in Spain, but then crashed out the last corner for weaving. So
everyone loves to have a little bit of a weave.
Yeah, he came out the last corner and went, yeah, I've won this race, and you know, as some drivers do, they weave in and out. He weaved too much, smacked into the wall and crashed out, and it was me and Felix, or Fester, if you know him as that, and he just literally started screaming, and, oh no, he's crashed.
This just in from Energy Dan. He's actually quite annoyed with himself. Because he wanted to extend the soft period, which everyone has done already, to go into his mediums, and he took his eye off the track. And that is why he ended up in the wall.
Ah.
Took his eye off him, because he wanted that podium. Dan, you will get a podium.
Next round.
If you don't get it next round, you'll get one next season, and I'll be very one happy person to interview you as well. So don't worry, Dan, you will get that podium eventually.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you this: are you coming down to GP4, or are you gonna stay as commentator?
No, I'll still be doing comms on GP4, as there is going to be a lot of changes for next season with a lot of some going up.
Yeah, I know all the driver changes. I'm just saying, have you decided? Because you did say a couple of weeks ago that you were not happy in GP3. You were happy to come down to GP4 again.
I was trying to get used to a few things.
Are you used to it now?
I'm quite used to it. Yeah, I'm having some cracking fights now. It was the fact that I didn't know what would happen for next season, but now I kind of have an idea of what's going to happen. So it should be I can see GP3 being extremely competitive next year. Just watch out for it. It's going to be good.
I'm now going to say this to you now. I know what Broomy, Luke and Sonic Hawk are doing. They're going to go until maybe like 13 and swap onto the softs and then push it, I would say. Because they are on like...
let me just have a quick check, see what's... Well, Broomy, Hobson, they've already had one stop. It's only Sonic that hasn't actually stopped.
Aye.
See, the thing is, when Sonic Hulk does come in, he will drop down just ahead of Badger. But if those, let's say, if Luke, Broomy, Hobson, and Badger all come in again, they don't need to. They can run the entire. They can run the entire race.
Yeah, I would say that. Yeah, but if it was me, I know I shouldn't be doing this. I should be looking at the strategy of the race. But what I would do is come and get the softs on and just try and smash that fastest lap and let nobody else have it. So then I get an extra point.
There is that, but I mean, what was the current fastest lap at this present moment in time?
Still the leader.
It is held by Savo with 1:11.9. That is an extremely fast pace. So, Savo's never looked more comfortable in this race. I've never seen him race so well and basically just go for it.
As Daniel puts in the chat, I hope so, Gareth. I did get...
Luke's gone off there. Luke went off there in sector 2, just at one of the high corners at the back end of the track. So he just got a little bit deep there. But Debutan's doing well, sitting in 8th place at the moment. About 3-4 seconds behind Broomy. Obviously lost a place to Broomy, of course. But doing okay for himself.
Yeah, can I read? Daniel says, I hope so, Gareth. I did get a 3rd place in Baku, my favourite circuit, but only had 10 races or something. So basically saying he got the 3rd place when there was only like 10 races finished.
So obviously he's also asking about the leader delta as well. Just have a look through the leader delta as Hobson and Luke are having a little fight there. James, since the pit stops, the gaps have increased like just crazy. James can now 6.5 seconds behind, with DCB 16 seconds, 22 to Sensei, 29 to Oliver, 35 for Sonic. So in theory, the top 2 have TCG4's in a 3-second time penalty. Not really what he wants, but he has got a
No, what are you
5-second
looking for?
cushion over Sensei, 6-second cushion even.
The TV.
But we are
It's
doing
out there.
quite well.
Oh, the remote, it's there. Yep. That's right. Anytime. So yeah, as we can see the gaps now, Badger is nearly close to be lapped. As you can see, Sabo now heads up the hill to the braking zone before the second is now heading to the second to last corner, and Badger's now pitting, so he will be lapped this time. Badger will. As we have all gaps good. The only battle we have is Luke and Jay Hobson, of course, as they are heading.
It is actually looking at quite a decent battle as well, considering that I think Hobson put about 4 seconds on him as well. He's put it back.
Yeah, he definitely has. Oh, they're going quite close to the back there.
Yeah, Hobson braking a little bit more earlier than what Luke does there, because Luke can brake a lot later. Reminds me a bit of myself, very late braking. But he's not making any silly moves, he's keeping himself there, he's making those hards work very nicely indeed.
He is, definitely. Yeah, so, oh, James has left the session, so his internet's played up again.
That is absolutely unfortunate, and there it is. I have it on my screen. He is a ghosted car. I really hope he can come back. This is really unfortunate with James Killer, as he's such a fantastic driver. But yet again, every race I've seen him, it always seems to lag out.
I was right. Sonic Hawk comes in for softs. There we go.
So is Badger as well. They want to try and steal that point from Savo, don't they? But
I don't think they will.
11 to plays. No,
Here they go side by side.
Well, he has been lapped.
Luke sweeps around the outside there and gets the move done on Jay Hobson. No, he doesn't, because Jay Hobson's back down the inside.
He does keep the line. I think I know why Hobson is running a little bit slower than normal. He's got a bit of damage on that front wing. Can you see it? Bit of a poke.
Yes, I can.
There, you don't want that.
Yes, I can see that from wing damage now.
Yeah, so that could be why Luke's been able to keep pace and obviously catch him back and pass him. Is because that having wind damage around here will really hurt you. They're going for it again.
And he's done it.
He's got some rapid pace, hasn't he?
So here goes Luke. Will he try to corner one? No, he won't. Yes.
Try.
And he won't there in that corner there. He will try, but won't. I don't think. But side by side again, they're going to go.
Not quite, but they are now.
Is this going to be a battle which is going to stay together? They're still side by side, and it's now.
He just pushed him off. He forced him out. It's like, no, this is my position.
Badger does it. 1:11.6 for Badger. So Badger has the fastest lap now.
It's a 1:11.5. I just saw pop up there.
Was it? Let me have a look and just check that. 1:11.537. Sorry, my apologies.
Well, obviously though, that's the one lap he needs to do. Sonic Hawk went on to him and only could do a 13.8. Sonic Hawk's the next one to be lapped, but about 10 seconds away from lapping Sonic Hawk. Obviously Sonic Hawk is going to be able to push it. He is pushing because he's just got a time penalty. He's trying to catch these two in front of him, which is Luke and Hobson.
Yeah, Luke's got 24 lap old hard.
He is on. I just noticed that. Yeah, he's on 24 lap old hard and attacking Hobson on 8 lap old mediums.
Thank you, Billy. Thank you.
Hobson does have damage.
Yeah, thanks, Billy, for saying great commentary, great race guys and commentary. So thanks. As here he goes then, does Hobson and straight. Oh, he makes a little mistake. He hits the grass a little bit, and that keeps Luke in front. Luke stays in front. As we have a battle out at the front, but that is just a ghost car. James's ghost car, and Sensei is going to get to it.
That's what I've noticed. I thought, why is James fell on so far behind? It's what he's ghosted, which is a bit unfortunate. Which has gifted Sensei a podium here, but I think Sensei would have wanted to do it on his own terms and not have someone like out, which is really unfortunate.
Yeah, let me have a look.
He's back. He's back. He's come back in. Is he going to get back on his car? If he is, he's going to scare the life out of Senna if he does get back in his car.
Yeah, I think it's... I don't know how many laps it is, but as long as James comes back and completes the race, he'll be counted as the overall points that he gets. Fingers crossed, though, he gets back in his car and does it quickly.
It's not yet. It's still ghosting on my end.
Same, but we will give it a couple of laps.
I think he's back. He's back in.
Yep, now he's
definitely back in. Yeah, I just saw the shadow rise underneath from the car. So he's going to be a bit disappointed. He's lost about 25 seconds for lagging out there. So he's got a bit of a task now. Savo's got it easy. He's got 18 seconds on DTG. But I'll tell you what, James Killer's going to be hunting Sensei down now. He's going to want that podium back.
Yeah, it's... I don't know. Sensei's closing, actually. You can see it there. He was 3.5, it's now 3.3 on DCG. So he is closing DCG. But very slowly closing in.
Very slow indeed. 3.2. I think it's just in regards to certain sectors, certain areas, you can just catch up and lose it in the left. And Dan has finally left this session. It's unfortunate that was for you, Dan. I was really hoping this was going to be a good one for you. Hopefully next week in Abu Dhabi, you get what you want.
Yeah, hopefully you do, mate. Let's have a look. So I keep
saying, we're now on lap 29. Luke, 26 laps on those hearts. Broomy with them on 24. Luke is catching Broomy. It's not going to be enough to obviously pass him, of course, but it's a great effort. Absolutely fantastic effort. Sanders got the fastest lap, a 1:11.1.
Oh yeah.
A 1:11.1. Badger's still pushing it, which he's got himself a time penalty now. Under the 3 seconds. Again, it's always that first corner. That's what everyone's doing it. Is those S's at the start.
Yeah, what time is it now actually? Yeah, bang on as we speak. Daniel just put in the chat, thanks G and C, so saying thanks to both of us there.
Sonic just gets past Hobson. So Hobson's definitely feeling the effects of that wing damage.
Yeah.
Really feeling the effects. And not only that, but Sonic is also on softs and he's now hunting down Luke. He's only 1.7 seconds behind him. That is your closest battle on the track. It all depends what everyone's going to be doing now with these hard tyres, especially Broomy and Luke, if they can make them last. The softs will die off, but they won't die off very quickly.
If you heard me, sorry, if you heard me a second ago, Daniel just said thanks to both of us. So there you go.
Fantastic, cheers Dan, really appreciate it. Xander puts in another fastest lap. He has actually broken the 1 minute 10s.
He has
broken into the 1 minute 10s.
Yeah, we have one race of GP. We have one race, guys. After today of GP4 this decade, we then head into another decade. Woo!
We do. We head into 2020, which does start in January. Everything will be sorted out, so don't worry about that one as well. We'll be back for season 6, but we still got this race yet, and we've still got next week to think about yet. So it's not over just yet.
It does. Oh, Cod Oliver gets a penalty of 3 seconds, so that won't affect him at the moment. It may do at the end, but not at the moment. But the gap is come down. Look, Sensei Martins was 3.3 seconds, as we said. It's now 2.9. So it's closing. It's closing a tenth a lap.
It's not enough though. It's not enough. Oh, Sonic Hawk does go a little bit wide up the top of the hill there into these series of corners. Looking at the championship standings from this race, Badger will not be second place. Unfortunately, as he's only got 1 point to the board and still 2 behind Podge, this was his really good chance. James, Killer and Savo, they're going to be the big games as they'll be getting the most out of all this, so they'll be going up a fair few places as well. So it's still going to be a massive fight for second place when we go to Abu Dhabi next week for the final round of the season.
As here he goes.
Sonic Hawk was really attacking him.
And he's done it.
Around the outside. There we go. Easy pass. And keeps it stuck during the other two. Luke will have DRS going down this back straight, but DRS against someone on soft tyres?
No, it's not going to work. Luke,
chance.
Sonic got through, but then Luke hit the back of Sonic, so maybe a bit more wing damage came off.
I don't think Luke's got wing damage as such. I think it's because he's just on those hards. He's done 29 laps on those hards. Those hards are dead. Those hards are going to be gone. Absolutely gone.
To everyone who is on the hards, I would say maybe another couple of laps then pit and go on softs. Or maybe now. Whereas Daniel in the chat says come on Sonic. So...
He's actually having a blitzing race. If anything with Luke, he's actually doing fantastic for his debut for his first race. He's in the points. He can pit now and he will still be in the points. There is no shame in it whatsoever. Absolutely no shame in it. But I know what he wants to do. He wants to keep on going. He knows he can hold off Hobson. Hobson's not getting on him. Badger's too far behind to really do anything. He wants those points.
It's average. Do we still? I know you probably haven't done constructors, have you, with your point systems? But do we have any battles in there?
The only battles that we really have, there's such a massive gap between the lot. I don't think anyone's going to catch Racing Point. He's got a 130 point lead over Red Bull. It's done and dusted. That's game over. There is a close battle between Red Bull and Alfa Romeo. There's only 12 points between them, so there's a bit of a battle there. And there's also a battle between Toro Rosso and Ferrari with only 6 points between them. So they're the only two battles really. So there's still a battle for second place in the constructors. And with it sitting at the moment, Red Bull, well, James is in 4th place. And the two Alfa Romeo runners are 9th and 11th. So this is going to be an extension for Red Bull. To obviously get further away from Alpha. Renault are going to get a massive haul of points from this one, so they are going to start closing down Alfa Romeo as well. Haas, obviously there's only Cod Oliver there, and Badger's there as well, so they're going to get some decent run of points. It's going to open it up in between Toro Rosso and Ferrari. Ferrari will gain, but they'll only be a couple of points behind Toro Rosso come the next race. Mercedes and Williams. Mercedes going to get some points. Unfortunately, Williams not going to get any. Let's have a quick look. Billy's saying driver of the day is Sensei.
But he's left the session.
Oh no. Billy, that's your fault. You've just jinxed it.
I don't know how he's done that. Literally, as I'm gonna say this, as the thing came up on the screen saying we have another comment, he left a session.
Straight away, and with 2 laps to go.
And because he has done 90%, he will get the points, but...
He will get the points, but he was on for a podium.
Yeah.
That is the worst thing ever. I mean, he missed out last week because of the same problem. Completely got dropped out of the session, and it's happened again. When he was running in 3rd place, in theory, this does put the order right. As obviously Sensei was running in 4th before James lagged out, and he has come back. He's come back, so I'm still on board with him now.
Yeah,
so he can jump back in his car for the final. Sorry, penultimate. His penultimate lap. Can he get back in? That's the question.
It's got 4th sealed because Cod Oliver now heads up the hill to the braking zone. So he's got this sealed, but we're just hoping he can get past James.
Oh, he's got 22 seconds ahead of him, that isn't it? And he's back in. He's not going to be happy when he realises he's 4.2 seconds behind.
He'll push and try and get it, so he'll be fine.
He will push.
Luke's still keeping that gap. I'm really surprised.
He is. 32 seconds, 32 laps. And he's keeping Sonic honest, so I think Sonic's used up those softs.
Oh, James Killer's now left.
James Killer's left.
Oh my.
What is going on?
So, Sensei's got a podium again, oh my goodness.
Oh, dearie me. Right.
Savo now, by the way, is now heading down the back straight, and he is about to lap Jay Hobson.
I don't think he'll bother lapping him, to be honest. He's going to coast. He can coast this. He's on the last of his fuel. Let's hope he doesn't run out of fuel.
Well, James Killer gets the fastest lap though. How's that happen?
110 flat.
How's that happen when he's a ghost car? Oh wow.
I have no idea. How can he have the fastest lap as a ghost car with a 110 flat?
Well, I don't know.
He's going to get the point, so that's the problem. He will get the point.
Yeah, I will do that. So here we go then. Positions gained. Sonic Hawk 7, Jay Hobson 8, Cod Oliver 3, 2 for DCG, 1 for Savo, and 1 for Brumi. And it is three positions lost.
Sorry, Berto Brio, but Savo's just about to cross the line to win the Brazilian Grand Prix. He's one happy man. He gets to win. He was so comfortable start to finish from Savo.
Here comes DCG then, out the last corner, and he has got second. We know he's already wrapped up the championship, but that's a great race from him there in second. And coming home in third is Sensei Martins.
Sure Sensei, not James Killer? Have we decided?
Sensei Martins, but let's just wait. James Killer now crosses and gets third.
Oh wow!
Because Sensei had 6 seconds worth of penalties. It must be.
Oh
no! Or 5 seconds stop go, which it
was unserved. Oh. Drive of the day for me. Totally agree, Luke. 34 laps on those hards. A great start to his. Hopefully, he's going to be here. Yep, Senna's gone on 1-4 already. On why he got the penalty. Unserved. Anyway.
Actually, I don't know what it was. So it could have been a penalty. It could have been.
Something happened. But JD Savo on that top step with your second place man DCG and third place man James Killer. The wonderful ghost that is James Killer. There is your top 3.
And did you know that, do you know what number one JD Savo's car is?
14.
Yes.
Everyone loves running either Jenson Button's number or Fernando Alonso's number.
They do. So I will whittle through it for you for the final today. So it is, as we get the awards and I get all my points added up, it is JD Savo wins it. DCG second, third was James Killer, fourth was Sensei Martins for some silly reason because he hasn't even got a penalty, so I don't know why he got fourth. Fifth was Brumi, sixth was Cod Oliver, seventh Sonic Hawk, ninth Luke, great job. So eighth Luke, great job from him. Ninth is Jay Hobson, 10th is Badger and Xander. 11th in your DNFs were Energy Dan, Shadow Britain, DB and Bittle and James Hook and High Grade B. So we'll get the top 3 in. We will get Sensei in the party because he should get third, and I even said on my side there, you saw it guys, he had no penalties, so why he got not third.
There was no penalties there for Sensei, and how on earth James could have got 110 flats is beyond me. Ghost.
Do I have DCG as a friend? No, I don't. So I'll get Sensei, and we'll get your winner in the party because I have them. Hopefully, I have Sensei as a friend. Who won the race again? I know who won, but JD Sab. I don't even have JD Sab as a friend. That's how. Okay, there we go. I've added him, and I will add. I'll add Sensei Martins into the party, and who else should we add? DCG. Let's add DCG because he was second. If I'm wrong, then do let me know. But I think DCG was second. I know he was. There, we'll add him in, and we will leave. Go to the McLaren car and wait to see if the leader of the race comes in. But we know Sensei Martins is here. We'll talk to him in a second. We'll just get into the McLaren car, and we'll let Gareth talk to him. So. Because we've got them two in, I don't know if DCG will join or not. But we will, Gareth, if you want to start with the Sensei, you can do.
You're back again?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know what happened.
Neither do I. We was watching that. You didn't have any penalties at the end of the race, as far as I saw. What made it even laugh because you passed James Killer.
Yeah,
and at the same time, he set the fastest lap over 1 minute 10 flat.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Something that
something is definitely gone wrong with that one. But it showed me that you were third, you had no penalties.
Yeah, I had no penalties.
Yeah. But I mean, come on. 3 races in the Americas and the top step in Mexico. Unfortunately, you did lack out in the US one.
Yeah.
But you're back up here again.
Yeah, it's gone unbelievably after Mexico the win. Now I'm really doing great. I'm developing myself very good, and I'm a much better driver already than when I started. When I started in SFR, I don't have a lot of words. I'm still a little bit
confused.
Confused.
I think we all are. You have come such a long way. I mean, who knows? I mean, I say there's only one more race to go. You've got to be feeling confident now going into that one and then on to season 6.
Yeah, I'm looking very much forward to go to the next season. And hopefully I can fight for some wins again and for some podiums again. That's what I want to achieve next season. And hopefully that's a good aim for me.
I mean, between you and James Killer there at the end of it seems like who's going to stay in the car or not.
Yeah,
but before that actually happened, you and DCG will have one hell of a fight.
Yeah, it was. It was a very good fight till I think lap 10. We were both struggling on tires, and there was quite a few times there was contact there, and I also damaged my front wing. So that also cost me 7 seconds at the pit stop. And maybe I even would have been P2 if I didn't lag out or if I didn't have contact. But very happy to take the podium today.
I'm sure you are. So, I mean, obviously just end up here now. Are you looking forward to next week now? Obviously to get it finally finished and done with?
I'm looking forward to get the next season, but not really to Abu Dhabi because it's the track that I hate the most of the calendar. So.
Well, you might hate it. Let's hope your car loves it, and we can see you back up on this top step again. I'm so can't wait for next season because I want to do this a lot more with you. I really hope you're one of those that are going to be fighting for it.
I hope.
So, other than that, congratulations yet again. Not a problem at all. And once we see what comes at some point, and don't laugh at me tomorrow night, please. Thank you.
Yes, so now to JD Savo. So, well done for the win.
Get in there, boys! Finally.
That's your second win of the season then? Because it should have been your third actually. I don't want to mention the race that you messed up, but great, yeah, great win.
Finally. Yeah, buzzing with that.
Yeah, it was. good battles with you and James. Was it to try to catch you up? But then good to see you storm away and win it. Really. So how do you think that was?
In the end, it was quite comfortable, but at the start, James was really fast, so I was very conscious of like using all my ERS, and I was trying to get my tyres to like lap 17, so I could get onto the mediums for a one stop. But when I saw James pit, I thought he was going to try and undercut me. I didn't realise he'd gone onto the hards at the time, so I pitted like a lap or two early, so I was a bit worried about that towards the end. But when I saw he had that connection issue, I sighed a bit of relief, to be honest.
Yeah, it was different there because James did disconnect. James is here, so in the party now as well. But yeah, really good to see you back on the top, as I already said. But yeah, were you surprised with the pace today? Did you think DCG or James or anyone like that could close in?
Well, I was practicing. I did a couple of, I think I did 2 50% races, and my qualifying was quite fast. And then I was just trying to keep my pace to like 1 minute 12 a lap. Mm-hmm. And I thought if I just keep it to that pace, I can keep a lead or I can pull away. And I think I did right to the end on the mediums as well. To be fair, even though they were wrecked at the end, it was my pace was still quite good. So I was pretty confident going into it. I was annoyed a bit that I didn't make it to the line in qualifying. Just missed out there to try and get pole, but managed to get it back straight away. Yeah,
you did. Anything you want to say, Gareth? Or
I think you've said it all pretty much.
Alright then. Yeah, and are you looking forward to Abu Dhabi this time? Are you looking forward to Abu Dhabi coming up next week, or are you just looking forward to next season?
Yeah, looking forward to Abu Dhabi, because I feel like throughout the season I've just got quicker and quicker and quicker. Cause I think I was probably like towards the back pace wise right at the start, and so yeah, bring it on.
Yeah, it was like start of the season you were good pace wise, and then especially in Spain you're really good, and then you got your first win, and then today you've got another win. So
no, this is my first win.
Is it? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well done then.
So last week I got. I don't want to talk about last week. Still annoyed with Jeff.
Yeah.
I've said with my name's Jeff.
Well done.
Yeah, so I met right at the start of the race. I told him to shut up, so I didn't want to hear from him.
Well done. So thanks for talking and great for the win. Well done.
Cheers, guys. Good commentary again, by the way.
Okay. Thanks. James, are you here?
Yes, I am.
Okay, we want to ask you the question.
Okay.
There's one question I want to ask is you left for, I think it was like 2 or 3 laps, then you came back, and then you disconnected again, and as you disconnected halfway around one of the laps, and then when you crossed the line, you're at the fastest lap of the race.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Which is very confusing because Sensei overtook you on literally just for the line. Sensei overtook you, and then you crossed the line. You got a 1:10 dead, so you've got the fastest lap. And there's a bit of communicative difference with the game here, because Sensei has no penalties, it says in the game, and you have no penalties when the race finishes. But Sensei's is behind you by a second.
I'm not sure, but yeah, I'm not sure if I'm allowed to swear or anything. But yeah, when I got disconnected, I was furious because I was right behind JD. Like I was catching him as well, like by a lot. And then I get disconnected, then I ended up in 4th, and I'm like, oh, right, great. My podium's just ripped away from me. And then I see Sensei Martins get like disconnected, so I'm like, yeah, start the video. I got a little bit of hope to not be that halfway around, get disconnected. I'm like, oh man, not again. Especially with my luck recently, it's been horrible.
It was a bit interesting there with the last lap, because Sensei did cross the line in 3rd place, and for some
other unknown reason, James crosses the line and then says half a second behind, but you both had no penalties. That's I don't get. It was very strange.
It's her form, what you expect.
It's Codemasters.
Yeah.
But if you do watch the replay, your car was a ghost crossing that line at the end.
I don't really want to.
But as we say, because you did 90% of the race, we're going to count your points to the race.
Thank you.
So,
Yeah.
you don't lose your points, but it's whether or not.
Could we just get like joint third? Would that be fine? You know.
I'll have to run it past them for whether or not. But obviously, their decision will stand. Once it gets put into place. If they deem that Sensei cross line first, then of course that's what we'll be doing.
To be fair, I was quite shocked at the amount of pace I had today as well. I didn't.
You were extremely quick, and keeping it with Savo at the same time, it was quite electric. I mean, let's say JD just had you straight at the start. I don't know if you bogged down or anything, but it's just a shame.
I think he pushed me into the grass a bit. He might have just forced me into the grass a bit. But then my train of thought was, if I can just sort of stay behind him and force him to try and get away from me, he's going to shred his tyres more than me. So although it was frustrating being stuck behind him, but at the same time it was also sort of like keeping me on edge because I was getting so close to him, and then I just couldn't dive in. It was very frustrating.
You've got to be very careful when it comes to dives at this track. They won't always pay off.
Yeah. But I mean, I'm happy with it anyway. It was a good race. It boosted my confidence quite a lot today, especially after recent results.
Oh, definitely. But I suppose at the end of it now is, are you looking forward to Abu Dhabi now and getting this season over and done with, and then thinking forward to season 6?
No, I don't think anyone's looking forward to Abu Dhabi, to be honest. There's no grip there either, especially for no traction users. But I mean, to start off with the season, I was on fire, and then I sort of went downhill considerably. But I'm looking forward to next season for sure, yeah. Hopefully I can win the championship next season, but it's going to be tough. But it should be fun though.
Yeah, it is.
I guess I'm the only one that does enjoy Abu Dhabi then, because I love that track.
No. If I had to pick a favourite circuit on the game, it would be today's Brazil. That's my favourite circuit.
Mine is Monaco. Or America.
Oh, wow.
Unpopular opinion, I think.
Yeah.
That race was very fun.
Everyone has their own personal tracks. Monaco is not really my favourite, to be honest, but if it was mine, Canada is my massive favourite.
Yeah, I like Canada as well. I'm not that quick.
I used to like Spain.
I think for one of the best races this season, I think that race was one of them. Purely because the front runners just ran away with it, and it was just a constant battle. No matter where you was, or if you messed up, you'd always somehow be in a battle with someone else. And I guess that's the best part of it anyway. And
the best piece of commentary from Division 4 is at that Spain race, because of Festa on that last lap, last corner. Sorry, Savo, but that's a quality bit of recording. If somebody clipped that, he literally just. I was looking at somebody in third or fourth, and then as I came back up to front, you just heard Festa shout, "Savo's out!" like that. We just started all bursting into laugh. We both started laughing because of it.
Not really what you want to do.
Yeah.
No, but he was. I don't know what happened. I think Savo, you were just weaving, and then it just hit the wall. So.
May have been, yeah.
But at least you won today.
Notice I didn't weave today. I let off the throttle, I just rolled very gently across the line. There's no weaving at all.
That's what you do, you're always going to try it.
Better safe than sorry, eh?
Yeah.
No, but it has been an absolutely fantastic race. Literally, watching everyone's form come to light now, which is the best thing about it, which can now be carried in, obviously, into the next race and onto next season as well. And who knows, there could be a bunch of new drivers coming in as well. Some may come down from GP3 to join you guys at the same time. I will not be one of them. Just make sure you know that I am not one.
I mean,
I might.
I feel like Savo and myself are going to go into the next race really confident as well. Like, we're going to probably be up there. So it should be fun battling him again. Hopefully I'm in front this time. So he's got at least work for the win, but it should be fun. I'm looking forward to it. Even though it's not my best track, I'm still looking forward to giving it my all and just see what happens, really.
Yeah, because because as you can see at the moment, it's DCG's automatically won the championship. If it's top two, if it's only top two go up and then bottom two come down, it's a battle still between Badger. I think it's just Badger and Podge now for the second position to go up. I think.
Oh no, not quite.
Ghost Cam. Okay, I'm going to say Ghost Cam can do it, and so can Pro Oliver's out of it. I think that Ghost Cam can as well, but I don't think Ghost Cam's racing for the rest of the season. So
let's just put this into light now.
But is that the latest one that you've done, or is that not the latest?
It's not the latest one, yeah. Not to add on the points, but as it stands, obviously JD will now move to 125. He's only going to be 19 points off Badger. Sorry, off Podge.
Wait, where am I?
You're
Savo, you're
fifth.
currently 7th. You're currently 7th in the standings, but with
That wasn't
125.
Savo. That was me, James.
Oh, sorry, my apologies. Everyone just sounds so the same. Everyone sounds so the same. So trying to get used to everyone.
Yeah,
I think that's an insult to Savo.
Yeah, yeah. I swap on commentary to driving. You swap. You go lead. You just go commentary next year. To you two, if you're still racing next year, you'll have me racing with you. I'm very slow, but I'll try my best.
It's fine. You can throw me in McDonald's as I drive fast. Delivery driver.
Delivering.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Okay, I think last time I checked, I was like 7th.
You're 6th on well, before today you were 6th on 109 points.
Oh wow. Okay.
So whatever kind of points you get, you will be
in the battle
5th regardless. Because I'll say JD will move on to 125, we'll jump into 4th. So regardless of that, you will be 5th.
Anyway guys, I've got to shoot off, so I'll catch you lot later.
Alright.
Yeah, right.
Thank you very much.
See you there.
Have a good rest of the stream, guys.
Thanks. Yeah.
Hopefully we get Japan. Like, hopefully we can race there.
Yeah, they're just still deciding, because I asked them last time. I'm gonna get the thing up that I was talking to Lee about, and Lee was like, where is it about Japan? I said, here we go. He said, not sure, but not sure. They were going to run it after Abu Dhabi, but there's talks now of possibly not doing Japan and just doing double points at the last race. So if that's the case, and we don't have Japan, to everyone who's still here and watching, to all of you guys, that means that the championship, not the championship, but the battle for second is still on for loads of drivers. Then, if it's double points,
It definitely will.
yeah. So battles are on for everything then.
So let's just say theoretically, hardly going to happen. If I win Abu Dhabi, what does that leave me on if it's double points? Does that put me in second?
With your win today, and then if you do double points and a win again at Abu Dhabi, you'll be on a grand total of 175 and second.
But I get practicing.
So that means then that you would, if it's top two, you would then get the opportunity, if you wanted to go to the GP3. But if it's not top two and it's like just a chunk of the top lot go up, then you would get the opportunity to go up if you wanted it.
Yeah, cool.
Tell you what, GP3 is fun. just watch literally the second half of the race to get in US, which is basically me and JB. That's all they focused on.
Yeah, it was. It was really a great fight.
It was the craziest race in the world with JB so-called the Bishop. He wasn't impressed. He wasn't impressed when I actually did it against him.
Well, yeah.
And then I became the most hated person when I stole 10th place off him. But
Yeah.
Would you? I'm going to ask you, Savo. Would you want to go to GP? Do you think you're ready for GP3, or if you did get the opportunity to go up?
I would. Yeah, I would do. I suppose my thing is, I think my pace is there on the day. It's just a case of I'm not massively consistent. So, I think I could do it.
Okay.
you never know.
Yeah, you never know. Because I always thought you do have the pace. Because some races you've been so close this year to get a podium, but then you just haven't quite got it.
Yeah, I've had a few
It's
pole
been unlucky.
positions as well. So
Yeah. Is it? Have you been here all season, or did you join late?
no, I've been all season.
Oh, it was
It's day one.
Sensei then who joined late. He joined in.
Now that
Was it?
in I think it was in Hungary.
Yeah, I think it was. But that's good to get all the points you have since Hungary.
Yeah.
So
We had a good win in Mexico. Is that right?
I did.
Yeah, good win.
Thanks, mate. Thanks.
But yeah, you had a good. Yeah. So are we all done then, or do you want to keep? Is there any more things you want to ask anyone?
I think it's time to quit the stream.
I think we're all done here. I think we're all
I
absolutely
think we are.
fantastically done. Anyway, guys, thanks for tonight. It's been an absolute blast watching you guys literally just rag those cars like there's no tomorrow. I can't wait for next week. It's going to be absolutely mental. So many pointing square corners. I can't
Yep.
wait for the wings to come flying off. It's going to be so much fun.
Yeah, it'll be my final GP4 commentary.
And it'll be my final one for the season.
Yeah, it'll be my final one for the season, and my final one pretty much ever on Fair League, on this league, on Speedforce Racing, because of course I will be racing next year. So yeah, I probably will then just take another day and do a commentary on another day. But yeah,
There we have it, lads.
Yeah, cheers, boys. Taking time out to commentate.
that's alright.
Not a problem. It's
Great
good to
stream,
hear.
guys.
So there we go. That is it for GP4. Thanks to everyone for being here, and we will see you next week in Abu Dhabi. So goodbye. And again, just quickly, thanks to you, Maggi, for joining us as well.
Not a problem, boys.
Goodbye.